Justin Roiland is? The creator of Rick and Morty?
No.
He put out a statement just now. Ay. This is going to be a big story, I guess. Have you guys seen people talking about this yet? It just happened.
Oh boy! Right before we went live, and there was no articles or anything about it when I Googled it, but it's been about 30 minutes now, so there might be.
Oh boy!
It's just sucky and awkward.
It's an article
you know?
from 30 minutes ago. Let me take a look.
I do feel like it's a little bit directed towards not me specifically, but people like me, right? Who stopped associating with him after.
Who's the guy?
He was a friend of mine.
Oh, was, okay.
And some really horrible things came out about him, kind of like a Me Too style of thing, right?
Okay.
And he says, I've always known that these claims were false, and I never had any doubt that this day would come. I'm thankful that this case has been dismissed. So I don't have any intel about. He was tried for domestic abuse. I don't have any intel if it was dismissed. It may have been. I don't know.
It would be a very weird thing to tweet out if it wasn't. So I have to assume he knows.
Well, why wouldn't he just say the case was dismissed today? You know, it's like.
What did they say? What did they say he did?
This statement, hold one sec. This statement comes months after NBC News reported on Roiland's legal situation. It was there the public learned Roiland had been arrested in August 2020 and charged with felony domestic battery and false imprisonment in California. So according to him, it's been dropped, although we haven't been able to corroborate that. He says, I'm thankful the case has been dismissed, but at the same time, I'm deeply shaken by the horrible lies that were reported about me during this process. Most of all, I'm disappointed that so many people were so quick to judge without knowing the facts, based solely on the word of an embittered ex trying to bypass due process and have me canceled. That it may have succeeded even partially is shameful. However, now that the legal case has ended, I'm determined to move forward and focus both on my creative projects and restoring my good name. So, like, what I'll say about this is, you know, when the case came out, when people found out about this charge against him, a lot of people, most people were like, well, let's see what happens because we don't have the evidence. In fact, he was, he still had his job. I think the cancellation really came when all these DMs started coming out. You know, specifically, there's one where the girl's telling him she's underage, and he says that, like, that's all good with him and shit. Like, he's not really addressing the accusations that were the most serious, right? That's what I'm seeing here. In fact, he's not even trying to refute them, is he? He's just said they were horrible lies, just generally, not very specific. So, you know, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Anyone have thoughts? There's crickets in here. All right. Thank you, everybody. So,
well, once you said it, I was just intentionally. I was also dealing with something else. I apologize. But
well, the thing is, I don't want to say anything, but I've learned since this story's come out that I know a little bit about this situation. I've learned about who the ex is. She's remained private. And I think it's from what I know of her and of this, and you know what I've heard behind the scenes of the situation, because I've obviously, when this happened, I was trying to understand what the hell's going on. I don't think it's. I think it's. He says of her. He says of her that an embittered ex trying to bypass due process and have me canceled. And I think that that's not an accurate portrayal of what happened.
You know more because you know the girl, you're saying.
I do know. Yeah, I do.
Is this the underage ex that you're referring to, or?
Oh no, she was no.
Okay, because chat was a little confused about that.
No, that was a DM that's people. There was a ton of DMs of him being gross, is what got him canceled.
How old's the guy, Heath?
He's about my age, a little older, a couple of years older than me.
And he's dealing with minor girls.
Yeah.
He's bad news. That's not
That's
a hard
exactly
one to figure out.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. He's 43, so yeah, he's
just a year older than.
Well, he's a fair
and he
bit
was a buddy
older.
of yours
1 year
in
older.
the past, Heath? He was a buddy of yours in the past?
He was. We were really close, actually. It really hurt. It's painful.
When you see
It's
find things
very,
out about people you don't think they're one way and they end up being one way, right?
It has been painful. I won't lie. I mean, it's not about me, but it's hard to navigate this kind of thing when it's happening to your friends. But this response is not. It's not good. And let me just say that that's really not a fair characterization. From what I understand, I'm not going to talk about it more specifically than that. But it's fucked up. I don't know, man. Yeah. I mean, and how are we going to look past that DM of him being like, hey, you're underage? Can you pull that up just to refresh? I don't know if it's...
jailbait one?
Yeah, the jailbait one. He's like, you're jailbait. You're 17. Come hang out with me. Write a song about tons of cocks jizzing on your face.
That was a different one.
He said straight from Justin.
That was a employee.
Right.
That he sent that one.
So he goes. So he said literally 100 years ago. Oh, that was from his podcast, right? But he said 100 years ago. It was little 13-year-old girls. If they were built like a woman, they were getting married and having kids. And now we're going to be all precious about it. That's what he said on his podcast. But
Sister.
This is the one that's like, come on, bro. That's the dicks off one.
Oh boy.
This isn't the one.
Maybe switch off, Ian.
Oh, shut.
Does this one not have?
I thought this is the one you're referring to.
Well, anyway, you guys have all read it. They're all out there. No, the jailbait one. That one's not the jailbait one. But anyway, we don't need to show it, you know? I don't know. I understand he's trying to say, fuck me, dude. It just sucks. Yeah, here it is. Jimmy, tell me what you think about this one.
What did it say?
Oh, yeah, sorry at the airport. It's insane in the membrane. What time is it there? 11:30. Oh, so rate. It's so rate. And me so Chinese. I have school tomorrow. Oh, school tomorrow? Lol. No. F my life. You should run away from home and go into sex slavery, you fucking stupid F slur bitch.
He's got problems. I thought I had problems. He has problems.
Histrionic.
Well, histrionic is nothing.
Yeah, histrionic's a walk in the park.
It's a walk in the park. This guy's got real problems.
He says, would you do video game reviews and stuff like that? I bet you do good. She says, yeah, just playing games and shit. Then once you turn 18, you start cam whoring.
What?
He says to her, why are you such a jailbait? What's wrong with you in that regard? You should grow older, you dumb bitch.
I think you got to get rid of this guy.
Then he says, is it cool being jailbait? Does the FBI follow you around, arrest all the men you sleep with?
Oh, boy.
So, like, bro, I mean...
He needs to have better things to do than that.
He did. That's the thing. He was very busy, very creative. Very creative.
That's gonna ruin him. That's gonna...
It has.
If it hasn't already,
It has. It has absolutely ruined him, actually.
Yeah.
He was on the biggest show in the world, pretty much, Rick and Morty. He had just released a huge video game.
So the guy was successful and he blew it by being
mega.
stupid.
He was on top of the world.
And
probably the most successful creative person, alive at the time.
How long ago was he successful? Like recent?
No, it had been going for a while.
Okay.
Your kids definitely know Rick and Morty. It's like
Okay.
super famous.
I got you.
Yeah. I don't know. The Justin thing's tough, man. Really sucks. It's actually not even the first friend I've had go through something like this. It's the first one this bad. This one's really bad.
How many people have you had this happen to? A lot or just a few?
Dude, that's got to be our third one, right?
Who
there was Chris D'Elia, who I wasn't friends with.
Yeah,
but we were friendly. You know?
Isn't he a
But
comedian?
It was just
Yes.
like a
I
professional.
know that name.
Really.
He was also on Top of the World, and then
What did he do that messed up?
kind of similar stuff, to be honest.
Just the young girls.
Well, actually, I don't know if it was similar or even worse because he was, or I don't know if I want to say worse, but he was doing similar shit. It was gross.
Well,
yeah.
I was reading this article, and it says when Leo DiCaprio was 22, he dated girls 22. When he was 32, he dated girls 22. When he was 42, he dated girls 22.
That's
now
true.
he's 48, he's still dating girls. So
That's-
it almost sounds like your story. But they wrote
except
a whole thing
except
on
they're
him.
16 instead of 22.
Yeah, well, at least they're always over 21. They
Well, what do
said.
you think about Leo
Leonardo
getting
DiCaprio.
older, but his girls staying the same age?
A lot of older guys like younger girls. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's been around for years. I mean, and in a hotel where I see it almost every day.
Why
It's
do you
not
think
like-
older guys like younger girls?
They're more attractive. They're
They're
fresher.
hotter.
Yeah, they're better
Fresher.
looking. Hmm.
What do you mean fresher?
They're young. They're
They're
young.
young.
They're a lot younger women are more attractive than older women.
Right.
So
Yo, bro, I
That's
met
just
this
a
high school
statement.
girl that was hot as fuck tonight.
what was that?
What would you? Oh,
What the hell was that?
That was Keemstar. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
There it is. Old women are nasty. Would you say go that far?
See, I have a funny joke, but I'm not allowed to do jokes. I used it on the boardwalk. That
You're
that
doing really good.
young
without
woman,
the
old
joke.
woman, but I'm not going to do
Yeah,
it.
don't
Nope.
do it.
But or the situations, because I'm always writing, I always have that little thing in the back pocket.
Right. I have it ready, but we're not shooting it off.
We're not
today.
doing it today. No.
In fact, I think you're doing great. I think people like regular Jimmy. Are you guys seeing evidence of that?
Oh, up until about 45 seconds ago, yeah.
Up to what? I didn't hear what he said.
Well, I think you saying old women are repulsive may have.
I didn't
rubbed-
say that. I
Right.
said younger women are more attractive to older guys than older women. I did not say they were repulsive.
Right. I put that word.
And
in
I've
my mouth.
traveled all over with my wife, and in Europe, it's commonplace. And in my
What's
hotel,
the-
I see it.
And what
Very, very common in Europe. The
What's-
older guy, younger girl.
what is the cap in terms of like where you find a woman to be hottest? Like what age?
Probably
wouldn't you go?
20s and early 30s.
Early 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Anything over that is damaged goods.
No, you're asking me a question. I mean, you have to look at people. I mean, I'm not as good looking
Just
as
look
I
at
was
'em.
when I was young. I got to do the hair different now and
Yeah,
all that. But when I was young, I was good looking. So it's the same for a guy too. There's a lot of older women that like younger guys.
Would you have sex with a woman over 35?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Over 40?
You start pushing it when you hit
Yeah,
40.
you're pushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfuckable.
Well, not as good. Not as good looking as when they're young. You're
Sucks to be a woman, doesn't it? No, I'm asking.
You're
I
asking
appreciate-
me.
Dude,
I'm being honest.
your honesty is what matters. It's
I'm being
everything
honest.
to me, and I
Yeah.
appreciate. But it sucks to be a woman, doesn't it? Because it's like,
Well, you know, my mom told me as a kid, it was, and I didn't get it, but I get it now. She always said to me, you know, women when they're young and they're good looking, they kind of have the world by the balls, but guys always can age gracefully and they can always get a younger
flip it on
woman.
them.
But as the woman gets older, they're less attractive. And the guys have it better when they're older. My mom was telling me that when I was little.
You
and
flip
I
it.
didn't and I didn't understand that till now that I'm older. But you know, she told me that.
and how old is your wife?
My wife is 51.
And would you say she's attractive or?
Very attractive.
Yeah.
I have to say that or I'm out of the will.
Yeah,
I have to do that,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
That's the truth. But I've been with my wife for years and I met
Are you guys
her.
still active?
Yeah, we're active.
Yeah.
We take walks together and everything. Sure. Is that what you meant? Or
Like
did you mean-
sexually active?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
sexually
yeah,
active.
yeah.
We take walks.
And take walks.
We take
Good for
walks.
you.
We take walks actually with the mailman on his day off.
Oh God, not the mailman. Oh, that's a joke, Jimmy.
No, it wasn't. It's
Yes, it
honest.
was.
It's not a. It's not a joke. It wasn't a
Don't
joke.
push.
It's the truth.
Don't push.
We're friendly with the mailman home, and it wasn't a joke. We take walks with the mailman. I say, if it wasn't a joke, you cannot X that.
That sounds like a sexual thing.
No, it's a
No,
joke
no,
about
no.
your wife has sex with the mailman.
Yeah.
No,
In fact, I've heard you say that.
you
joke
missed-
before,
you
Jimmy.
missed it.
Jimmy, don't push.
no.
I'm not a fool. I know when it's a
It's
joke.
not
being
a
told.
sexual
You're
joke.
not walking with your mailman. Stop it.
No, the joke with the mailman is, did you ever take a walk on your day off because he walks
You
when he does
literally
his
said
job?
you did.
But it wasn't
Stop
a
it.
sexual one. You
Don't push.
misunderstood.
Don't
You
push.
totally misunderstood it.
Don't push.
Okay.
Don't. Come on, I'm not an idiot, Jimmy.
And it's a sexual.
It was a
dance.
joke.
It wasn't a sexual joke.
That's one.
No, can I talk?
You could talk, but I'm saying that's one strike.
No, guys, listen. If I meet a guy and I go, "What do you do?" He goes, "A mailman." I said, "Did you ever take a walk on your day off?" So that's how that joke's intended. It wasn't
No, but you were good.
sexually at all.
It's sexual.
No, but it doesn't matter if it's sexual. You were saying you sleep with your wife, and also the mailman. You all go for a walk together with the mailman. That's a joke.
We take a walk with the mailman because the
Do you walk with the mailman?
No, the mailman.
Do you walk with the mailman?
No.
That's then enough said.
Okay, I'm done.
That's one strike. Unless your ass is walking with the mailman.
The joke was a joke about the mailman. It had nothing to do with sex. That's all.
The sex, I don't care about the sex. That's not the rule.
Okay.
Thank you. That's one.
Okay.
Keeping you on your toes there, Jimmy.
All right.
Jimbo.